Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the right way to do letters and postcards so you don't have to get on your knees and say, please give me a lead, please let me get a conversion. Yeah, you heard me right. I hear it so many times that people telling me that they spend money on mail outs and postcards and they're on their legs and knees like, please give me a lead or please give me a conversion. And trust me, the reason I believe them because I made the same exact mistake as well. When I first started in the crash of 2007 fourth quarter, I went just like what you guys do. Besides Facebook and YouTube, I went to REI clubs and I paid for the training. And what happened was that everybody talks about sending out yellow letters, or they talk about sending out postcards. Okay, some people say you could blanket the area, blanket the zip code, or some people say buy a list. Okay, I definitely agree with buying a list is way better than just blanketing the area. But the problem is, and listen to me and listen to me really good. Okay, the problem is that postcards and letter marketing, it does work, but the opening rate, the conversion rate is about 2 to 5%. Some people can do better, some people can do less. But assuming that you're an average pro marketer, your opening rate is 2 to 5%. And if you're a rookie like me or like yourself, when it comes to being a copywriter, in a sense where I don't have a degree in copywriting and I work for a magazine, then your ability is going to come a lot less. Now, I know a lot more and improved, but I'm just giving you an example, ladies and gentlemen. So the problem with the opening ratio being so less, what does that mean for you and for me? Is that if you're, for example, you have a full-time job and you're trying to do real estate investing as a side income or second business, you're going to need a shitload of money to do mail-out marketing. Or if you're like a high school kid or a college kid and you're trying to do this, so you're going to need a lot of money. If you're just a regular investor and you're ready to use your money to buy properties instead of spending so much money on mail-outs, then see, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And the problem is with postcard marketing is not that you just send it out one time and then you get a shitload of people to call you. No, you have to send it out multiple times. And so, for example, if you're going to do, let's say, the Dallas area, then Denver area, you're going to have to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on round one. And you're going to do thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars round two. And assuming that you're a good copywriter, assuming that you know what the fuck you're doing, you design it right, the colors look right, and you made it simple, so on. Okay? And you're only going to get 2 or 3%. Can you make money? Absolutely. Okay? But the problem is that for the average investor, that's not very suitable, because you're going to spend a lot of money and you're going to have to get on your knees and pray to get a deal, and you're not going to break even, or you're not going to even get any profits out of it, because the marketing, the postman, the flyer, the stamps, the envelopes, your time stuffing them, your time going to the post office, all that's going to get sucked up in your profits, and you're not going to leave anything, because more than likely you're not a professional copywriter, you're not a professional direct mail marketer, and so you're going to fuck yourself. And I hear that all the time, and it happened to me. So my solution was that I just closed my eyes and I thought about it and I thought about it and I used my imagination. And I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal the secret to you guys. Okay? And the secret is what I call my postcard and letter hack. Again, it's my postcard and letter hack. And the way that works is that if you want to do mail out marketing, instead of just shotgunning an area, unless you really want to buy an area and that's your zone, then it's okay. But for 90% of people, that's not the case. Instead of just shotgunning the area, it's way better to buy a list, like a narrow audience. For example, like the foreclosure list, or the expired list, or the absentee owners, or the tax or code inspection, or whatever. Okay. But the problem is that if you buy a list, instead of doing a, let's say, Denver area, which thousands of people live there, costs thousands of money, you'll have a narrower list. But the problem is, in this narrower list, you still have thousands of people on here. So it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. So what I've done through my imaginations, create a hack that works and so good that I want to share with you. And so the first thing is to get a list. I sell lists like the expired, like the foreclosure, so you need the list. The second thing you need to do is when you get the list, okay, you need to run it to like a filtering system, okay? And then in this filtering system, it goes like this. And in this filtering system, you're gonna do multiple steps to filter out the sellers and have the sellers call you, okay? So again, you do a filtering system, you get the list, you get to do a filtering system, and in this filtering system, none of it is postcards or letters because they cost so much, ladies and gentlemen, cost so much, okay? Trust me, okay? So the filtering system that I use costs like pennies or for free if you're willing to put the sweat equity in. And this filtering system, what it does is goes out, targets that list, and has the seller call me, okay? For fractions of pennies of what it costs to do a mail out or any other advertisement. And I'll share it with you guys a couple of the filtering systems that I do, guys, okay? First thing I do is I get the phone numbers of my list. Let's say it's like the expired list. I take the phone numbers and I put it into Facebook targeting, and I reach out to them once through Facebook. The second thing I do is I do a voice broadcasting where I actually I make a voice message. I take my phone, I do a voice message, and what I can do is two things. Number one, I take that voice message and I use the auto robot dialer, and it calls them, and when they pick up, it acts like I'm on the other line, and I start talking to them, okay? I want to buy your house, give me a call at this here or something like that, okay? If you ever want to buy that stuff, I have my files. I'll be happy to let you guys download it for a few bucks to invest in yourself. But anyways, on this filtering system, the two ways to do a voice broadcast is one, you make it and you call them, and then when they pick up, the machine goes like if you're talking, and if they're there, they say hello, say hey, how you doing, and then you go into your pitch or something, okay? The second way, which I really like this one, is where I take a message and I customize it, and then I just reach out to them, put it into their inbox without even their phone ringing, and the people that are listening to, they're motivated, are going to reach out to me, okay? So again, I put it into this filtering system, they reach out to me, okay? Now, there's a bunch of other stuff that I do on here in this filtering system, so if you want to join my coaching, I'm very confident I will get you results as long as you show up to the gym and you follow my instructions and you do the hard work, because it is hard work, okay? So going to the story, if you want to know more about my filtering system, holler at me. But going to the story of the filtering system, I do the follow-ups. It's not follow-ups yet, it's just a couple of touches that basically identifies the motivated sellers on this list that I bought. And then once I target this list through the filtering system, the sellers start calling me, okay? Once they start calling me, I answer the phone, or I have my VAs answer the phone, depends how you want to have your structure set up for your business, how big you are, how small you are. But you answer the phone, and then you ask them my seller questionnaire form. Okay guys, if you don't have the seller questionnaire form, you need to have this because 3 reasons. Number 1, it helps you negotiate a cash offer. Number 2, it helps you negotiate an owner financing where you don't have to borrow the money, or you don't have to use your own credit. It helps you do all that. And number 3, it's a place where I call like gathers data for you to be able to give offers to the sellers, okay? So once I put it into the filtering system, the sellers start calling me. Once they start calling me, I start asking the seller questionnaire form. How all those questions, from the property information to more vital questions that's going to help me get the deal and help me structure a win-win situation for the seller and for me because of their situation. And I need this information so I can learn this stuff from the seller, okay? Once I do that, I determine the seller's motivation. And so let me pause right here. Let's say you bought the expired list from me and there was 1,000 people on it, okay, with 1,000 sellers. Not all of them are going to want to sell you to home, guys. Out of 1,000 people, when you market them, maybe only 100 reach out to you. So there's 1,000 here, you put it in the filtering system, 100 reach out to you, okay? Out of those 100, they're not all motivated, and so that seller phone script is going to do another filtering. Okay, out of that 100, you may figure out only 10. You may figure out only 25. You may only figure out 9, 3, 2, whatever the number is, because of your buying requirements in your area, that this many are people that you want to work with or qualified to become a motivated seller or will be a motivated seller down the line, not today, down the line, okay? And the reason I say down the line, ladies and gentlemen, is because out of this 1,000 people, when you run into this my ingenious filtering system for them to have you call you back, 10% of them, 10%, okay, are what I call, they're already baked. They're ready to convert. They're ready to sell your house now. But the problem is 90% of them, okay, are not going to be ready to be baked today. They're going to be baked in a couple of months, 6 months, a year and a half, 3 years, who knows, right? Depends on their situation and whatever. So you have to have systems in place to follow up with the people that calls you, that jump through that filtering system through your seller phone script, and then these people, you're going to put them into another system, what I call my auto follow-up series system, that not only does follow-up, it does your sales, it does your closing. And the way it does that is because it makes you the authority. And you create what I call my superhero. You're providing them so much value, ways for them to sell their home, and because of that, they want to use you. And I always say to people, just because you show people and you educate them all their options, it doesn't mean they're going to capitalize on it. If that was the case, everybody in America would be a millionaire, because the land is so green here, the grass is so green, the opportunity is here. But not everybody takes advantage of it. And the same thing is going to happen with these motivated sellers that you got from your list. So you got 1,000 of them. You did the filtering system. 100 of them called you. Out of the 100, you used my seller phone script. You squeezed them out, and out of the 100, you got 25. Okay, and these are the, out of the 25, maybe one of them or two of them are going to be the 10%ers. The other 90% of them, maybe the other 20, you have to do what I call the other funnel system, which is the follow-up system. Okay. And there's multiple ways to do follow-up besides the auto emailer. If you don't have my auto emailer, go to my site and get it, because I'm very confident that it's going to get you money. And I'm giving it to you to put my best foot forward to show you that you're going to make money, so you can make money and then come back and get the coaching so I can change your life, ladies and gentlemen. But coming back to the story, you take the list, filter it, they call you, use my seller phone script, you squeeze them through, you get the 25 motivated sellers, what I call the cream. 10% I'm going to be ready to give you the deal right now. The other 90% is where the hack comes in. Now, I had to explain all this procedure to you so I can explain to you how the postcard and letter hack works, because unlike the other guys, my system is totally different, and it's through my imagination, and it really works, and it saves you so much money. Instead of mailing out to this whole list and spending thousands of thousands, round 1 of mail out, round 2 of mail out, round 3, I squeeze it and I get the cream of the cream, all right, and get you 25 people. And now the hack, the secret recipe is that you only have 25 people, you only have 20 people, you might have 30 people to mail out compared to the thousands of people in that list. Now with this 25 people, you don't have to, outsource it or spend so much time. It may only take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And what you're going to do with these people is you're going to handwrite the cover letter, okay, the envelope, okay, the postcard, okay, and there's a lot of different stuff in there. But just to give you the one most important thing is that you just make it stand out from the herd, because the herd looks like what they teach you in all these REI clubs and this pitching salesman. But if you make yours stick out, okay, you're gonna get a response, and you're only sending out to people that you've already you filter it to them, which means you touched them multiple times. They've seen your advertisement, they called you, you talked to them, you used my seller questionnaire form, you know they're fucking motivated, or they're gonna be motivated very soon. And then now you start your mailing and postcard campaign, guys, through what I call the follow-up system. And in the follow-up system, you have to have multiple loops, dude. It's kind of like a tank tire, and I don't know how to explain it besides this way. It's kind of like a tank tire. You have this big old circle, okay, or big old tire. But in this one big tire, there's a bunch of other smaller circles or tires they have to move to make this big tire move, okay? And that's the only way to explain it. And so your follow-up system is exactly the same way. So the hack that I just showed you is for follow-up postcards and letters. Okay, you have that wheel going. Then when that seller had called you from the filtering system and you asked them to sell a questionnaire form, you got their email address. Now you're using my auto email responder, which now creates the second wheel in your tank follow-up system for closure, okay? And now as more circles you have, like you reach out to them in different ways that I show you when you join my team, that's when you get the conversion. So the hack is, instead of sending out to thousands of people that you don't know, you never talk to, you don't know they're fucking motivated, and it costs so much money, it makes the vendors rich, the mailman rich, you're begging, please let me get a lead, please let me get a conversion. This way, you use my systems that cost pennies or costs are fucking free if you're willing to put the sweat equity in there, and you let the system go. Sellers call you, you use my seller phone script to qualify them, filter and more, whatever's left over. Now you put it into this tank tire with multiple channels of follow-up, which are smaller wheels, and now it's starting to move that big wheel, which now is going to cause a closing. So what I basically done is saved you thousands of dollars by not doing mail outs. And why? Because these filtering systems that I'm implementing and showing you, we're using technology which may cost you $0 or just a couple of pennies, or and the return is the return is exponentially more powerful. And why? Not that many people are doing it, not that many people are teaching it, because it's so easy to say, oh, send out yellow letters. How many people do you say send out letters? I mean, everybody and their mother is talking about that. Well, how many yellow letters do you think, guys, do you get, man? I mean, I guess seller gets. I mean, come on, dude. Some guy asked me on Facebook the other day, he said, Mike, I never see you on your 42-way marketing. He bought the video, and he said, I don't see you saying the yellow letters. I said, well, dude, why would I want to put something that other people do? That doesn't make any sense. If the herd is going this way, I need to go this way. If they're all doing yellow letters, then I gotta change it up, dude. If they're all doing like massive letters to fucking a list, then I gotta change it up, and because I'm competing with everybody else, I'm going to the herd. How can I, make it? So I have to go against the herd. And so I was thinking, that's why I come up with the hack, which is the postcard and letter hack, which is basically you get the list, you run it through filtering system that reaches out to the seller, that costs for free or almost for free. You have the seller reach out to you, then you run into my seller phone script filtering system one more time, and then the cream of the crop raises those 25% or 10% or what, 25 people or 100 people, depends how big the list was, okay? Those people now are your 20% customers are going to give you 80% of your profit, ladies and gentlemen. And you put your postcard and mailing money into these lottery winner tickets, and you're gonna watch. You may only spend $10, you may only spend $25, but you're gonna get a conversion rate of 90%, 80%, 75%, 50%, 30%, 25%. Depends on so many different variables. Can you write? What kind of flyers you use? And what kind of messages you use? So I don't want to say something that doesn't work for you, but I guarantee you that this hack will give you better results than 2 to 5% without a fucking doubt in my fucking mind. Now, what is that percentage? It depends on your ability to write, how you structure, how you design it, how great you're able to think of your fucking audience, and what is the message. But I guarantee you it's going to give you way more than 2 to 5% conversion rate, and it's going to do that with pennies on the dollar compared to doing the traditional way like all the other people are doing it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the difference with dealing with me, because I'm a refugee to America. I don't just put up my money for something. I close my fucking eyes, I imagine something, and I try to solve a fucking problem, not do what everybody else is doing, guys. And that's what I teach you at my camp. And this is one of the main reasons I give you all my stuff for free, because I have very big confidence that I don't have to sell you okay? That you're gonna sell yourself, because I give you value. I don't give you no fluff, no bluff. I tell you exactly. If I tell you to use my phone script because I use it, I know it works. It worked for Bob, it worked for Sam, it works for Harry, for Jose. It's gonna work for you. The only reason it's not gonna work, if you don't fucking get in the gym, if you don't fucking take action, then no, it's not gonna work, dude. If you buy an equipment, a home fitness equipment, and you put it in your fucking garage, you put it in your room, you don't get down that shit, no, it's not gonna fucking work. Same thing with my email campaign, same thing with my sales script, same thing with my coaching. If you don't fucking work, it doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work, ladies and gentlemen. And that's not because I don't work. You don't work. So take the information I just give you, fucking run with it, get a touchdown, okay? And make some fucking money. Hit me up. Let me know the success, because I love to feel good because I helped you guys out. Make your money, help me out, and invest in yourself so I can take you to the next level, because I'm so confident in my shit that I'm willing to give you this stuff for free, guys, okay? So to summarize it all up for you, okay, is that to spend money to blanket an area like a zip code or a city is fucking madness, unless you're like your daddy's rich as hell or you're rich as hell. Then if you're rich as hell, then sure, okay? And if you have a big organization and you got money up the ass, then sure. But if you're a guy or a girl you have a job and you're trying to do this part-time, or you're out of college, you're trying to do this, or you're young, you're trying to do this, you don't have income, this is the only thing, you don't have much money, then that's the dumbest thing to do. What I've shown you is this hack that allows you to use different types of creative ideas that cost for free if you want to do sweat equity, and if you have some money, then you can put some money into it, but it's cost way less than the 45 cents, maybe 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, okay? And get people to call you, and then you filter it out, and then you put your money, your mailing money, into the most cream of the crop that you talk to. They were very motivated, and you're going to notice that your expenditure shrinks like this, but your conversion rate goes like this, and you're never ever again on the ground saying, please God, give me a lead. I just spent $1,000, I spent 300, I spent $5,000, I haven't got anything, because that's the worst way to do it, okay? Oh, and by the way, guys, if you're out here marketing and you don't have a fucking website, then dude, you're fucking crazy, dude. You don't need to be spending money on advertisement. What you need to do is create a website, because in today's age, you're gonna be sending out postcard. Where are they gonna call? Where are they gonna go to get more information? How do they know you're not a scam? And so you need something, right? So I do have my 20 years of fucking lead generation, website conversion. I do have websites for you guys. I'm having a big old pre-launch sale for a couple of bucks, dude. You can get one page lead focused conversion over 20 years of experience that's going to produce you leads. So all your job is to get people to go to the website. The website will convert the leads, and then what you do is use the information I just given you, and then you start fucking reaching out to them and converting to them, dude, and make your dreams come true in the best country in America, guys. So don't take no for an answer. Fucking naysayer, and don't follow the herd, guys. If you have any questions, please leave a comment before. Go check out my website, myrealestatedojo.com. I'm having 50% off. It's going to expire soon. Go check it out. Even when it expires, it's a good deal, because it's no fluff, it's no bullshit. It's the exact same things that I've used, same exact things that people pay me $25,000 for coaching, and I showed them how to do it. They make money, you can do too. And like these videos, please tell your friends and family about me, and please sharing and comment. See you later, gang.